Alrighty guys, I'm just going to go through some Modern Warfare 3 tweaks and changes for the PC version. I'm definitely no expert on anything to do with this, but I've just been recently trying to play around with a few things, and I'm just going to take note of just some stuff that I've learnt and hopefully help out my mates and then anyone else that's interested as well. So the first thing is disabling the background music in game. So you want to go to My Computer, Local Disk C, Program Files x86 if you're on a 64-bit system. If you're not and you're on a 32-bit system, it's just going to be Program Files because it is not going to be this x86 folder. Anyway, standard folder that everyone's going to have is the Program Files x86, and then go to Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and then there's a Miles folder. You want to change that to whatever you want. I'll change mine to Dis Miles just because that seems to be a standard thing. And yeah, that was the first thing I changed for this game, and it just gets rid of all that annoying background music crap in game, in the menus, in the games, in the last minute search and destroy, all that garbage. And that's it. All you gotta do is just rename that folder. And the next thing is some basic config changes. So in this same folder, in the install directory, there's going to be a folder called players or players2, and then there's going to be a file called config_mp. If you want to open that, it'll open like this, and it's just where you can change all the little tweaks in the game. I don't know what everything does, but I've just gone through and had a look at all different things and changed them and played around to see what effects it has. And these are some basic things you might want to change. There's not really anything you want to change when you're just playing normally, except for possibly this, which is the kill feed, the number of kills in the kill feed, and the time that the kills stay in the kill feed for. So line count is set to 4 by default, which is 4 kills in the kill feed. I changed that to 6. And then the time that kills stay in the kill feed is 5 by default. I just changed that to 15. To find these in the config file, just do Control F and type in line count, press enter, and then it'll highlight it for you, and just change the 4 to 6 or whatever you want, but 6 is probably a good idea, and then from 5 to whatever you want, and I just did 15. There's heaps of other stuff you can change. Here's something else I've changed, the yaw speed to 800 from 140s, because I've got my E key set to turn left, and then the speed that it was by default when I pressed and held E was really slow, so I changed the yaw speed in here to 800, and that enabled me to spin really fast. So it's just for spinning in circles, doing all that bullshit stuff. And that's about it for basic stuff. Next is going to be for recording like movies in really good quality. So in the same config file folder, you probably want to change these things. So you get rid of your crosshairs. I'm not sure exactly if it's just this this key here, or if it needs to be this one as well, but I've put them both anyway. So you just want to change red crosshairs from 1 to 0 at the end. For anyone that's unsure, any field or key that has a 1 on the end means it's turned on, and if you change that to a 0, it turns it off. That's just basic computing and binary. And then the same thing for drawing crosshairs, change it from 1 to 0, and that'll get rid of all the crosshairs in game. Get rid of chat on the side in case there was someone talking shit in the middle of your awesome clip, or you said something embarrassing. You can remove it. There's chat height set from 4 to 0, time from whatever it is, 12,000 to 0, and then there's also this one, which was 500 to 0. There might just be one of these. You might only have to change one, but I've put all 3 that I've changed just in case. Because again, I'm not 100% certain exactly what each one does, but I just know that this works from playing around with them. And then I've also just repeated the stuff from the basic config changes. Just this is pretty vital for movies though. Making the kill feed a lot longer makes the kills look better. You see it a lot in frag movies for Pro Mod on COD 4 and stuff like that. So that's about it for config changes. Feel free to go through and have a look at all the different fields that I did and change whatever you want. You can change like the way that glass appears and the shatter and if it appears at all, and there's heaps of stuff you can change if you've got the time and patience. Otherwise, we're going to move on to the actual recording. I'm just going to say the programs you need. The most obvious one is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, but to record gameplay, generally use Fraps. And yeah, it's not if you don't know about it, it's not a free program. There is a trial, but you got to pay for it or get it illegally, which is definitely not approved by me. But that is an option, but not really. It's not really an option. Don't tell anyone. Yeah. So frames, you can choose the frames per second it records. So that's like how many. If you don't know what frames per second are, just go educate yourself through Google. But yeah, I used to have it on 40, but I've just decided to change it to 30 frames per second at half size. You do not need to use full size at all. Half size is very good, and yeah, that's about it. Windows 7 for the sound, you want to put it on to record Windows 7 sound, and that will make it so it doesn't actually record what your microphone hears like it does on Windows XP. If you've got a USB headset, it'll record what the microphone or your headset is recording, not what the game is recording. But on Windows 7 it's rectified and it does work properly if you click on that box. So that's awesome. And yeah, that's about it really for recording. And then the last program you need, oh, there's actually two more programs, but another one, this was vital for getting awesome quality through theatre mode. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking mainly for theatre mode, all this recording. This is called Virtual Dub. It's free, just go download it, and I'll go over that in a second. And then the last program is Sony Vegas, which is expensive, but you can get that for, you can get a trial, and yeah, same as Fraps really. You can get that as well through other means. But that's about it for this stuff, and now I'll swap into game to show you what you got to change in game. Alright. Okay, so some things that you can change in the game for the video is first thing you want to make sure your resolution is a 16:9 resolution. 1920 by 1080 is the standard one for a nice big monitor. If you don't know how to figure out what a 16:9 resolution is, you really don't deserve to go much further, because it's really basic math, and yeah, I believe everyone should have a basic understanding of math at least, unless you're like 4 years old and trying to do this, which wouldn't make much sense. This is what my standard stuff is that I play with when I'm playing online, but for recording with movies from theatre, you want to change this to high quality, and image quality to native, and just those just the same, all on extra. And that is it. Let me apply these settings. Alright, so if we go to a theatre mode, alright, come on, let's say, who knows, we'll bring up a game, and this is what you want to do when you are recording for a movie or making it really good. You want to put in the movie config. Oh, I didn't even go through making separate configs. Before you change anything in your config files, if it's not too late, back it up. So right click, copy, and then paste it into that same folder in like a new folder that you create called whatever you want to call it. Call it like config backup. Just so you got a backup of everything before you change it, in case you stuff anything up. and also make another folder called I don't know, movie config. Alright, anyway, so you can see right now I haven't got my movie config up because there's chat on the side, and you'll also see there's crosshairs. But when you got theater up, if you keep hitting the down key, it will slot right down. You can see down the bottom it's 0.1 in the speed. So when I play now, it's going to be 10 times slower than normal speed, and this is what you want to record at. So just imagine I started recording now and I have put away this thing, but just because we've got this up I'm not going to. So it records really slow, really slow. And then just wait for it to get a kill. Okay, so you got a kill there, and you just let it go through your whole clip like this. So it's going to take a lot longer to record, but it's going to be better when you do it like this. And we'll say, just pretend I'm done now. So that's cool, but when you record in this slow for theater in Modern Warfare 3, for some reason they've routed it up, and the voiceover guy is talking in normal speed and everything else is just a bit weird. So when you speed it back up to normal speed, everything's going to sound messed up. So you got to go back and record it in normal speed as well, just so you can get the sound from normal speed. So then you got to sync this sound that I'm recording right now, normal speed, over the top of that super slow-mo that we did before. Okay. So let's say that's it. You recorded all your stuff in really slow version with that thing disabled, so it's real nice. And yeah, you've got your movie config running, it's all good. Now we've got to go out to the other program and open it in that program. What was it called? Virtual Dub, so that it looks fantastic and so you can speed it up. Alright guys, I've got to rush this last bit because I'm running out of time. I've only got a bit over 2 minutes to do this last thing. So sorry it's going to be rushed and it's not going to be very informative. So open Virtual Dub, go File, Open Video File, find whatever we just did, which is this one. Find out the part that you want to do, which was this part. Click this button down the bottom left, and to start that, so we're going to pretty much cut the video. This is the video part that we want. End there. Go audio, no audio because we don't want the audio from the slow-mo, remember. We want it to get it from this second time that we went over it in normal speed. We want normal speed audio to go over the top later on. Then go up the top to video, excuse me, frame rate, change frame rate to 300 because I recorded at 30 frames per second in fraps. You can see it says on top current is 30 frames, so change it to 300 to bring it up to normal speed. Alright, go OK, and then that's it. File, save as AVI, save it whatever you want, wherever you want, and it'll start rendering and going through like that. I'm just going to abort because I don't have the time, and it'll pop up with something like this. My computer's not really handling it too well because of this recording program over the top that I'm making the commentary with, but yeah, it is. It's now speeded up the slow-mo without any audio. So then when you go into Sony Vegas and open up that new clip, open up the second clip of the normal speed and just take the audio off that and sync them together, and voila, you're done. You got that awesome quality with the right sound over the top as well. And that's about it. That's the tips and tricks, I guess, for Modern Warfare 3 on PC. Just some basic ones. I could have gone over a hell of a lot more things in more detail, but it's just nobody wants to sit down for 50 minutes watching me talk about all sorts of stuff, and I'm not a YouTube partner, so I've only got the 15-minute limit. So yeah, thanks for checking out the video, and hopefully helped out anyone that was in need. I'll see you guys later. Bye.